So for this week's vlog, we're gonna kind of follow my journey to Madrid. Just so you know, I do global entry, which includes TSA pre-check, but on top of that, I do clear because I feel like clear gives me an advantage at certain airports. So I'm here, I'm gonna go up, do my biometric scan, go through my TSA pre-check, and then head to the lounge. So, traveling. So I always say that the ability to do global entry over just TSA pre-check, because it actually gives you both, and it's $15 difference, and it's good for 5 years. And so if you even just travel internationally once, it's super worth it. And so now I'm through security, and I'm ready to go sit in the lounge for a little bit, get some coffee, get a little late breakfast, and get ready for my long day travel. Okay, so we got into LAX, and one of my favorite things, heading here from the Terminal 2, Terminal 3 area over to Tom Bradley International. And so you get on a bus, and you kind of get to be on the same land where the airplanes are going by. I'm still probably a little kid at heart, so I think for me, I never get tired of just seeing airplanes, which is good because I spend a lot of time on airplanes. But, you know, had a chance to get some good lunch at the lounge here. I actually prefer the Delta Sky Club here in LA over going to the Korean Air Lounge over in Tom Bradley. So just like their spread of food a little bit more, but had a good meal, and now I'm ready to get ready jump on the long haul from LAX to Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. Okay, so welcome to Paris. Last night flew on an Airbus A380, which is the double-decker plane. As you can see, it's a behemoth of an airplane. Because my port of entry into Europe, specifically the Schengen area that shares a common border, is in Paris. So you have to transfer, and I actually cleared immigration here in Paris. And so now when I get into Madrid, you just walk right on through. So anyways, so did that, went through security, and now we are ready to step into the connection to Madrid. Well, good morning from Madrid. It is currently 3 a.m. on Thursday, which makes it still only like 7 p.m. Wednesday back in the States, so we'll still get this out on Wednesday, which is kind of my ideal, but never mind. The reality of jet lag for me is sometimes I choose to just get here, not try to stay up as long as I can, and I just crash and I get my 6-7 hours of sleep, and I'm happy, and I can live with the fact that it's 3 a.m. and I've got my Ionix herbal tea supplement, and so for me, I'm ready for the day. So a couple things I want to talk about really quick. Mentioned about Clear, clearme.com. You can get access into expedited security even if you decide not to go with something like global entry or TSA pre-check, but Clear with pre-check is like a magic formula, especially with airports like Denver, where even pre-check can get pretty nuts. Orlando, another airport, and then Clear, there, because it's subscription based, there's just not as many people, so look into that. I get teased a lot about lounges, but with something where I know that I get it because of status, but I'm just telling you, for me, it just makes a difference in having a little bit of respite in my travel. So I do not in any way, shape, or form feel like the lounges are an extravagance, especially if because of my status on airline, you're gonna give it to me. But even if you just get a Hilton Honors card that has Priority Pass connected with it for $95 a year, you get other benefits with that card, but you also get Priority Pass 10 passes, which for you, if you're just not a heavy international traveler and you don't have status on an airline, it gets you in the lounges, which is just a game changer in travel. I also talked about having to clear security in between flights. And I know sometimes that's a surprise for people when they step into international travel, like it doesn't make sense to me. They know that because of duty free or silverware that's on an airplane, they want to just make sure that you're still safe for the next flight. But also, I talked about the Schengen area. In the European Union, you've got these group of countries that have a common shared border, and so when you enter one of the countries, you're actually clearing immigration for all those countries. And that's about over 20 countries that are part of the European Union that are part of that Schengen area, which is why I cleared customs for Spain in Paris. So just so you're aware that that's kind of where that came out of, because if you come to Europe and you're going to be going to multiple countries, it doesn't matter, your port of entry is going to be where you clear. So you just build time into your flights to make sure you've got time to do that. One thing I was just going to say as I close out this video is, I think for me, the reality of travel really became a game changer when my wife stumbled onto with doTERRA that you can use lavender to help as a sleep aid. So even at home, I've got a roller on thing that I roll on the bottom of my feet. There are other areas that you can use it, but it's helped my sleep tremendously. And so I never travel without it. It's a game changer, especially in dealing with jet lag, but you will never hear me like bash essential oils. We love doTERRA, but I love lavender. Like, there's other oils I carry, but lavender has been the game changer for me, especially with international travel. So look into that. I think that for me, that about sums up what I wanted to talk about this week. Like, comment, subscribe, and we look forward to talking to you next week.